You have questions, we have answers. Back with another quick clip. In recent years, really the past few months, we've got a lot of questions from new folks that are joining the organizations as clients, and they're asking a lot of questions about life insurance. It seems that people are more open to this conversation than they ever have been. I also know it can get complex pretty fast. Where should someone start engaging in this conversation? What does that look like?
Sure. Well, first off, it's great that we're getting the questions and that we're having those conversations. To reflect on those unknown what ifs, when we discuss the risks with our clients, we're trying to understand what those underlying drivers are. And to take that and simplify it as much as possible. So whether the purpose is to financially secure their family, liquidity purposes for a business or for an estate, more important than getting into the weeds about the types of life insurance available, the first question where we need to start is how much do I need?
And Jason, excellent place to start, obviously. And I know that everyone's situation is different. And there are rules of thumb that are out there. People love them, even though they're not necessarily, specifically for them. What do you have to suggest maybe around some of those rules of thumb?
Yeah, for families, rule of thumb could be 10 times their income. It could be to have a term that lasts as long as a mortgage or until kids are out of the house. For our clients, we tend to or greatly prefer to take a deeper dive and customize that plan for each individual family, their desires and their actual needs. Some of those factors, common ones would be their current debts, how they want to fund college, what their philosophy is around funding college, final expenses, and the biggest underlying factor is how much supplemental income do they need and for how long to provide to that family. But ultimately, if something happened to me, my wife's first question is not going to be what type of life insurance did we own? It's going to be, is there enough? Are we okay?
Yeah, that's a great point. And especially with the surviving spouse, I know a lot of folks will focus on what's the present value of what college costs or what's the present value of this goal or that goal. And then the other question that I think gets missed often is what do I want to do for my surviving spouse? Are they going to go back to work? What kind of income are they going to need to earn to accomplish their goals and the rest of the family's goals and things like that to consider? So those are excellent points. What about the folks that already own life insurance, maybe have for years? Maybe it's a permanent policy, maybe it's a term policy, and it just sort of sits on the shelf. They haven't thought about it. A lot of times it's their largest asset, or can be. What are some of your thoughts around that?
I think a lot of people think of checking the box. Okay, I did life insurance, it's done. But my life has drastically changed in 5 years, as have most of our clients. And, whether it's your own personal life or external factors such as interest rates or the underlying cost of insurance, all that changes. And so, if it's been at least 5 years, you need to relook at that.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Anytime you have a life event, and then obviously taking into account how this fits in the overall puzzle of the entirety of your wealth plan, because everything is connected, right?
Very much so.
Well, Jason, I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for your time and your insight today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So if you or anyone else has questions they'd like to submit, please feel free to email us at qa@marinwealthadvisors.com. Thanks for watching.